Hello, welcome back. This should be part 5 of our series on how to interact with and pick up chicks. Now at this point, if you're watching this, you've seen what to wear and you've gotten proper clothes. You've learned proper body language and you know how to more or less interact with groups and say hi to them, and you're starting to peacock. Now from here, you need to be able to begin multitasking. Like, as we said before, here's something that a girl can walk up to me and say, what the hell is this about? I'm peacocking with this. And I can build a story off of that. Not necessarily a true story, but I can build a story off of that. And then as I'm talking to them, I'm looking them over and I'm gauging their responses. And if they're giving me negative responses, I start to give them the carrot, which is I'm giving you my shoulder like I'm about to leave because you're not interested. If you're not interested in me, I'm not interested in you. That sort of thing. But as long as they're giving me positive reactions, I'm going to keep giving them, I'm going to show them stuff, and I'm going to keep giving them positive responses back. And then from there, I'm going to be looking at something I can ask them about, or something that I can ask them or talk to them about. Like, I can tell you right now, if you don't want to end up in pieces like me, you're a cute thing. Do not go in the military. You might want to do the Air Force or the Navy. Probably being small, petite like you are, Air Force, because pilots who are small are actually, girls make better pilots. And us soldiers, we love you pilots, because you save our asses downrange like you wouldn't believe. But unless you want to fly in the fucking combat zones, I would say just stay out of military service altogether. And they're going to be usually going to be like, yeah, I'm going to kind of avoid that. I don't know why, but getting killed is a bad thing. Yes, it is. Now, as you're building these stories, and you're attaching yourselves to groups and you're talking to people, listen to how the girls talk to each other and start to emulate it. If you want to be successful with women, you need to talk girl. Since a lot of you are nerds who speak Klingon because you're 40 or 50 and you live in your parents' basement already, learning a third language shouldn't be too hard, especially since you don't actually have to learn a third language. It's really just a third way of speaking. It's just a different way of emoting and talking and carrying yourself so that you can be one of the girls, and that flips another one of those attraction switches because now you're one of us. You're safe. We're comfortable around you. You're okay. And now you have stuff, again, you've been peacocking. Now your homework tonight is to further refine your stories around your peacocking and further refine your stories so you have canned material. So when people ask you, what do you do for a living? You can tell them 5 or 6 fun things that you've done in your life for a living. You don't have to have actually done it, but it has to be something that you know enough about that you can talk shop. So if you've been doing some landscaping, you can talk about, I used to trim and maintain a hedge maze. It was a lot of fun. People got lost in that fucker all the time. And you would find people in back corners doing shit they were really not supposed to be doing. But as long as it wasn't hurting the shrubs or anything like that, I would usually let them get away with it. They'd be all like, hey you, and they all freak out, start putting things back on, and I just walk away as they're all freaking out back there. And they're like, Canned material. Simple, easy, needs to be something that you have some understanding of and experience with. Say you're a writer. Say you're an artist. Say you make video games. Say you're a mechanic. Don't get into the nitty-gritty details unless somebody actually starts talking about the nitty-gritty details. Keep the stories fun, keep the stories short, keep the stories simple, and then leave open stuff. Like, remember how I would say, yeah, you'd be surprised what you find people doing in the hedgerows. I would leave the story right there. But you want to leave as much open as possible so that the girls or the guys who are there, they can ask questions and interact with you. And then you have a dialogue going back and forth. And then while you're doing this, you're looking them over and you're asking them questions about them. And now you have this magical thing called a conversation. And once you have a conversation going, you're good. Just don't overstay your welcome. show up, give them a taste of you, talk to them, shoot the shit, have some fun. But the second things start to feel kind of dull and bored, like the second it feels even slightly weird to you, be like, you know what, I gotta go do something. You guys have fun, I'll catch up to you later, and just fucking break contact. So, you have your final bit of homework tonight, you have a shit ton of advice and stuff to think about and work on. Further refine your stories. Further refine your canned material and your peacocking. And add and continue practicing walking up to random groups, shooting the shit with them, breaking contact whenever things feel a little slow or whatever. And just have fun. That's the important part, guys. Have fun. You all take it easy.